if all life is designed to seek to thrive, would it be design possible to become physically addicted to a toxic or harmful substance? Or would that not be in our design?
Not in our design.
That's interesting.
I do not believe that the accepted norm for teaching addiction
Therapy.
schools all the way through, programs of every kind, is actually physically correct. There is nothing that I know of anatomy or health science that says that an individual can become physically addicted to a destructive substance, to a harmful substance, to a toxic substance, to something that would hurt you.
Except that, well, yeah, physically destructive, right. So there could be a psychological addiction.
I'm not arguing psychological.
To the result of the alcohol or the heroin.
I'm not
or whatever.
arguing physiological.
I'm working it
I mean,
through. I'm working
psychic addiction. I'm arguing physical.
Right.
They tell you there's physical addiction,
Yeah.
hence you have to go through withdrawals,
Yeah.
and that there's psychological addiction. I'm going to argue for there is only psychological addiction.
Gotcha. Because the physical body would never seek that substance because
It's
it's
designed not to.
Exactly. That's what
It's
I'm
designed not
not
to.
to. So then it must not be physical, but psychological
Has to
in
be.
nature.
Because of what we said the other day about addictive,
Yeah.
I think we mentioned that the body is not set up to become physically addicted
Right.
to various substances. Therefore, what we're talking about is psychological addictions. How would you develop a psychological addiction to anything? What would have to happen for you to have a psychological addiction?
Pleasant memory attached to the action.
What happens when we, yeah, okay, that's a specific. Can we generalize?
We seek comfort.
What happened? Okay, we seek comfort.
comfort.
We're going in a good direction.
Dysfunctional.
To my understanding, if we're talking about a psychological addiction, we're actually talking about a shift in perception. So you eat chocolate, you get a shift in perception. You take cocaine, you get a shift in perception.
But isn't it a chemical
And
response in the brain?
and the addiction is typically not to the shift in perception. The addiction is to seeking the shift in perception that accompanies use of the substance. So the first time it's amazing, and the rest of the time you're just seeking what happened the first time, but it never does. So you use more and more and stronger and bigger and heavier and trying to get that
I've been there.
reaction that you had, yeah, we've all been there, that you had the first time, and it just never comes back. It's why people watch TV series. The first episode is really good, but the rest of them just never quite hit it. It dies out. From the time egg and sperm unite, please don't think about what your parents were doing then.
Thank you.
Now it's in your mind.
Yeah. Thank God.
Perfect development is the norm. Every cell is designed to thrive and to prefer healthful conditions, substances, forces, and influences over all others, which negates the possibility, the law of tendency negates the possibility that anyone could ever become physically addicted to a substance, force, influence, or condition.
What?
It's against the law of tendency. It cannot happen.
What?
But it does.
I don't understand that.
So,
I got lost.
wow.
How could physical addiction be possible to a harmful substance? Every cell is designed to seek to thrive. That is the law of tendency. It would be against the law of tendency to become physically addicted to a harmful substance, force, influence, or condition.
So a crack baby is the wrong term.
Crack baby's the right term, but he's not physically addicted.
Okay, true.
He's addicted to, what's he addicted to?
The state?
No, he's responding with symptoms from the toxic substance.
A, could be responding to symptoms from a toxic substance, but B is responding
To the
to
conditions.
the lack of, you took away the shift in perception that he was used to.
What?
You eat chocolate, it results in a shift in perception. You drink alcohol, it results in a shift in perception. You go,
Yeah, that's a major shift.
and it results in a shift in perception.
Okay.
Almost doesn't matter, but it was really good. And
Eat
it
a
came,
cheese pizza?
So,
sorry?
Same if you eat a cheese pizza?
Same if you eat a cheese pizza.
Shift in perception?
Shift in perception. We know all the hormones involved. We know all the structures and substances involved. But none of them ended up creating physical addiction. The body cannot be physically addicted to a substance. I've been saying this for 40 years and I've yet to see it. Anybody who can show me that you could become physically addicted to something. How is it? It's just not possible.
it's all
It
in
would,
your head.
it would negate, it's all in your head. It would negate every aspect of law of tendency that we've ever played with.
So is it similar to kind of what Andy Robbins, Tony Robbins
Tony Robbins.
Same.
talks about change of state, in that we choose these things or these substances because we want to feel differently than we do in the current moment.
Sure.
Is that
That's the same
the same
thing.
thing, right? Okay.
That's why you eat pizza.
Exactly. You don't want to feel the way you feel, so you eat this thing that
Do you-
changes your
do you-
state. Your
Is there anybody ever in the history of mankind who drank to remember?
no.
No. Why do we drink?
To forget
And what is it that we wish to forget?
everything bad.
All our pain.
Yeah.
Does comfort food comfort us?
Yeah.
What does it do?
Shifts our perception.
It numbs us.
Short-term.
It shifts our perception.
Short-term gratification.
Nobody ever reached to health food for comfort.
Right.
Oh man, my boyfriend left me. I'm gonna eat an apple.
That would be me.